My name's Fiona. It is exactly 6 o'clock. So welcome to the My Charleston Free Taster on YouTube Live. This is the first time we've used this channel. We've been teaching for several years on Zoom. So we're very experienced to teaching people online. I can't see you, but Gigi is here. Hooray! Excellent. So what we're going to do today is the main thing is that we want to get you learning how to do the basic 1920s Charleston. And you'll be doing that on both the right leg and the left leg. And so we'll start off with a warm-up. That's just to brush off the cobwebs, get you feeling a little bit more lively and ready to learn. And then we will do an exercise in which we'll teach you the basic Charleston on the right foot, and then we'll make sure you've got to grips with it on the left foot. Then I'm going to teach you a few other moves, and then I'm going to combine them into a little sequence, and then we'll bring it into the first part of a routine, which if you want to join us later for our Zoom course, which starts next Monday, then you can do that. And this is a taster of the routine you'll be learning. And it's set to a classic 20s tune called 5 foot 2. So, or has anybody seen My Girl? It actually goes by two titles, that tune. So if you're all ready, obviously I'm relying on you to make sure that you are safe to exercise. So if you have any medical issues or injuries that you think might prohibit you, do go and check it out, and you can always come back and use the recording. The main things to worry to make sure that you're good with is your neck, your shoulders, back issues, hips and knees. We won't be working that much on the swivel. This is really just to get you up to speed with the basic footwork, and then in later sessions we'll get you going with the swivel. So no need to worry about that for this session. Do make sure you've got some good space to dance in, that you can see me clearly, and that there's no trip hazards or pets, who also tend to be a bit of a trip hazard, we have noticed over the years teaching on Zoom. So if you're fit and well and ready, we're going to begin with a warm-up. And in a typical warm-up, we like to do what we call is a dance break. So in this dance break, it's set to the tune Little Liza Jane. So on the chorus, when the band plays, "Oh, Eliza, little Liza Jane," it's an instrumental, not vocal. We're going to go, "Oh," and we're going to pop the right leg and make a V shape with our arms. And then we're going to go switch, switch. And then we're going to bring this hand to the hip. This is going to be a wiggly finger. And we're going to tap around towards the right shoulder. So probably should have said earlier, I will mirror you. So if I say right, that is your right. And so you can follow my image like I'm the mirror image of you. So we tap around. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now keeping all the weight on this leg, we're going to turn towards that shoulder. Tap around and wiggle that finger. 3, 4. Now we're going to make our V, but the other leg pops. O, and switch, switch, and now we tap around the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. We repeat. O, Eliza, round, 2, 3, 4, and O, and switch, switch, tap around, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. That's the dance break. Don't worry too much about the directions you're traveling. The main thing is, as long as you're moving, you're getting warm, you're raising your heart rate, and hopefully getting in the mood to learn and do some dance. So let's put on the music. Here we go. Good. Roll the shoulders. And walking the hips. And swing them up. And turn the wrists. And bring them back. Ready for our chorus. Here we go. Switch, switch, tap, 2, 3, 4. Tap, 2, 3, 4. And switch, switch,
Extremities, just extremities. Cool. So what we're going to do now is learn how to Charleston, and we're going to do that in just 1, 2. So I'd like you to put all your weight on your left leg, and we're going to practice tapping forward and back with the right leg. In 5, 6, 7, 8. Tapping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On 8, we switch, step the weight to this leg. Tap the left leg behind and forward. In the tap behind and front. Behind and front. 5, 6, 7. Switch. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and switch. Behind and front. 5, 6, 7. Switch. Tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step. Tap behind and front. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step. Forward and back. Forward and back. 5, 6, 7, and step. Behind and front. Nice light little tap. Ready and switch. Tap forward. Nice slow work and ready and switch. Good. 5, 7, take a step, tap, 2, let the arms hit the floor, 5, 6, 7, and step. Good. This time when we go forward, we're just going to do 3 taps. Ready and switch. Tap 1, 2, 3, step back, behind, front, behind, step forward, and tap, 2, 3, step back, tap behind, 2, 3, step forward, 1, 2, 3, switch, and 1, 2, 3, and switch again, tap, 2, 3, switch, and tap, 2, 3, and switch, tap. Let's have a little bounce, and switch, and tap, 2, 3, and switch again, tap, 2, 3, take a step. This time, let's do 1 tap. Here we go. Tap, take a step. Tap behind, take a step. Tap, step, back, tap behind, step forward. Again. Step, step, step. Good. Let's have some jazz hands. Because now you're doing the 20 Charleston. It's that easy. So it's a tap, step, back, tap behind, step forward. Tap, step, back, tap behind, step forward. Arms slightly swinging on position, and you can be practicing this or just undulating. Let's add a little bounce, and keep the steps nice and small and underneath you. Don't overreach. Keep the feet nice and close. Well done, you. Okay, can't see any of you. It's rather loud. Let's go over that, and then we'll make sure that we're happy doing it on the left leg. So doing it on the right,
basic Charleston. Obviously, the first part of the exercise is just to get us ready for it, but the actual Charleston is just a tap, then we step back, and then we tap behind and step forward. And that is it. It's a bit like you can't decide where you're going, so you go to go, you change your mind, you go to go, you change your mind. A tap and a step and a tap and a step. And eventually we'll add the swivels and the little heel flicks. But don't worry about that, because for now, if this is your first time, we just want to get the muscle memory. Let's try it on the other leg. So exactly the same thing. Place the weight in your right leg, and then we tap the left leg forward, tap, then we step back, place the weight, then we tap behind, no weight goes into that, step forward. So when we tap, there's no weight. Tap, now we switch, tap behind and switch. A tap and switch, tap behind and switch. A tap and switch and behind and switch. A tap and switch and behind and switch. Being as the left leg got left behind, let's do a little drill now to really get the muscle memory, but we'll base it on the left leg. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 4 Charlestons. So tap, take a step, tap behind and step. A tap and step, tap behind and step. Third one, behind and step. And last one, behind and step. And then we're going to walk around in a circle towards the right shoulders with jazz hands. Walk around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're ready to go again. A tap and step. And we keep going. So that walk around just one more time and getting back into it. We walk around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap and step and tap and step. Good. So let's try that to music. And then once we've done it a number of times on the left side, I'll just slow it down. We'll recap on the right and we'll try it on the other way. And then I might add some, just to get some of the fun and the character of the Charleston, rather than always just walking around with jazz hands. I might give you some other instructions. So we're being a little bit playful. So I might say sneaky little runs to go around, or you've won the lottery, so you're very happy. So we'll just do that to bring a bit of energy and a bit of some of the fun and character and playfulness of the Charleston out as we start to dance. So let's get going with this exercise. Ready, and we Charleston. Oh, sorry, left leg. So mirroring. So you're on the left leg. Here we go, we tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step again. With the right. 5, 6, 7, 8, and Charleston. And 4, 1, walking around. I would switch this for a slower tune, because I think if this is the first time drilling it, this might be a little bit too fast. Let's try this one. Yeah, I think that's the back rhythm. So back to doing it on our left leg. 6, 7, tap, Charleston. Tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, around. 5, 6, 7, 8, and Charleston. Tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, all around. 5, 6, 7, 8, and Charleston. Tap and step, tap and step. Let's do sneaky runs. 5, 6, 7, 8, and Charleston. Let's walk around playing the trumpet. Trombone, sorry. 5, 6, 7, 8, and Charleston. Let's find a win on the lottery. Yay! 5, 6, 7, 8, and Charleston. Let's go West Side Story with Red Flip. One more time, we just. Good. And have a little rest, have a drink if you want. And let's find another tune and we'll just go on the left. I think this one's quite slow. Sorry, on your right. So let's recap it half time and then we'll go full time. With it. Tap, take a step, behind, and step. Tap, take a step, behind, and step. Again. Tap, step back, tap behind, step forward. Tap, step back, tap behind, step forward. Walking around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Tap, step, tap, step, Chelsea. For 1, walking round. We walk around. 5, 6, 7, 8, and Chelsea. Last one. Let's see last. 5, 6, 7, 8, and Chelsea. Let's go around like a chocolate chippy. Knees high. 5, 6, 7, 8, and Chelsea. For 1, features on that. 5, 6, 7, 8, and Chelsea. Kicks. 6, 7, 8, and Chelsea. Let's go like a flamenco dancer. That's very good flamenco dancing, hey? Let's stick to the Chelsea. Let's do a singing walk. Like a zombie. 5, 6, 7, 8, and Chelsea. And go right in your back. 5, 6, 7, last one. And last one. Like a ballet dancer. Here we go. And we just. And last one, catch your breath, shake it out, and we'll have a little rest, a little break. Let me just see who's around. I've got Bellamita, hi Fiona, it's Samantha, hiya, and there's Eleanor O'Donnell. Excellent. You all know all this. I don't know if there's anyone else here. It's quite funny. But let's carry on because it will give you a taste of 5'2" anyway. So we have a little travel step that I want you to learn that we're linking into our Charleston when we come to the routine. So in this step, if you think about it as a curtsy, so you're going to step your right leg across, step across in a slight curtsy position, and then you point, and then we go the other way. Across, point, and across, point, and across, point. Good. Cross, point, cross, point, and then let's do a paddle turn and go to the back with a cross, point, cross, point, cross, point, cross, point, cross, point, cross, point, paddle turn. Good, let's try that to a track and then we will add some arms. point, cross, point, 2. Keep going, 3. Last set, hand round, hand, cross, point. Keep going, point, cross, point, and hand. Again, we tap now out of the hand. Good. Cross, up, and around. Ready, go again. 6, 7, 8. Cross, point, bring to the hip. Cross, point, and around. This funny break for music again. Step, hand, and step, head, step, hip, step, head, step, and around. 2, 2, step, head, step, hip, step, head, step, and around. Again. Step, point, step, hip, cross, step, hip, take it down. Again, cross, point, step, take it down. Good. I think you've all got that. She says blindly, not being able to see anyone. So grab a little drink if you need it. It's very different to teaching on Zoom where I can see people and people can kind of wave and say, I've got a question, or I can see if there's any issues. I can't see you. It's so strange. But hopefully I know some of you and I know you'll be keeping up. And if not, and this is your first time, if you do come to the Zoom class, I can see you and we can ask questions. So I can make sure that I'm pacing it correctly for you. What we're going to do now is we're going to practice a sequence of steps that we will then put into the routine. So we start off with our basic Charleston on the right, and then we're going to link it to our cross-touch move. So we have 2 Charlestons. On the right, we have tap, step, behind, step, forward, and a tap, step, and behind, step. Now you stepped forward on your left leg. The right leg is going to cross and point. And that is a slightly weird transition. So let's just take it from that final Charleston. We've gone tap, step back, tap behind, step forward, curtsy. Really go deep. The more you exaggerate it, the easier you'll find that transition. So you've gone tap, step, tap behind, step, curtsy. Let's just take it from behind step. So you go tap behind, step, curtsy. Good. 2 more, tap behind, step, curtsy. Last one, and then we'll add the point. Tap behind, step, curtsy. Good. From there, we do tap behind, step, curtsy, and then we point, bring the hand up, and then we cross over and point. Good. Let's do just one Charleston with a cross point. So we have tap, step behind, step forward, curtsy, point, curtsy, point. Good. A little bit faster. Here we go. And tap, step, tap behind, step, and curtsy, point, curtsy, point. Good. With the 2 Charlestons, so we don't forget. So we have Charleston, that's your first one. Second one, Charleston. Here we go. We curtsy, point, curtsy, point. And from there, we're going to do a little move called a scarecrow. So with the scarecrow, our hands are already up. Imagine that you have little hinges on your elbows so they can spin around this way and that way. Spin, spin. Good. Spin, spin. And as they spin, let's do a little bit of a silly scarecrow face. We go, ooh, ooh, our head's a little bit floppy. Ready? We're here. And we go, floppy, floppy. And then we're going to add some arms. Some feet. So with our feet, we're just letting the heels go out and the knees buckle in. So in a way, your scarecrow is a little bit like a puppet who's got strings that pull its arms and pull its heels, and you're a bit like a rag doll or a puppet who's having strings pulled. So that's like one of the illusions that comes up quite a lot in the Charleston style of dance. So let's give it a go. We're already here, and we're going to go pop and pop. And the sillier your face, the better. You can't be too over the top. So let's link it from our cross point, because we're not coming in from the feet in an equal weighted position. So we've done cross, point, curtsy, point, and I just bring my weight as I flop down and up. So from that point, I'm just letting the heel come down with the arms and coming up with the head. Good. And I think the other thing just to check is sometimes with scarecrows, people's shoulders get very hunched up and that looks tense. And we don't want to be tense as dancers. We want nice, relaxed shoulders. So just give them a little shake out and let's just go from our final cross, point, and relax, shoulders, relax, shoulders. So the action's just coming from this rotation of the elbows. Let's recap and then we'll try it to music. So 2 Charlestons, 2 cross points, and our scarecrows. We have tap, take a step, tap behind, take a step. A tap and step, tap behind, take a step. We curtsy, point, scarecrow down, scarecrow up. Good. Some people get confused about which way are my arms going, because I think if you take this round idea, they can go anyway. Don't worry too much. You'll be in a scarecrow. So lefts and rights and up and downs don't matter. If you want to know, because we're here, the arms are swinging down, and then they come up. But if you do it the other way around, as long as you do a silly face and look like you're a bit of a puppet or a scarecrow, then you're all good. So what we'll do is we'll do it once round, and then we'll just use a little shimmy move to come back, find our original space, and then we'll repeat it a couple more times. Once we've got it, we'll then try it on the left leg, and then we'll link the 2 little sequences. So let's give it a whirl. Sorry, my computer went on to power save. I was obviously talking too long. Starting on right leg. 5, 6, 7, we have Charleston and Charleston. Curtsy, point, down, up, lift, shimmy, and 5, 6, 7, go. Charleston, really happy, cross, down, up, and shimmy, 4, 5, 6, 7, here we go. Charleston, cross and point, cross, scarecrow, there. 5, 6, 7, and 2 Charleston. Cross and point. Scarecrow. Let's add ooh on our cross point. 6, 7, and 8 Charleston. Ooh. Yeah. Rise and silly faces. You can touch yourself. 5, 6, and here we go. Cross, Good. Now let's give it a go on the other leg. So start on the left leg. We have tap, take a step, tap behind, take a step, tap, take a step. And now ready, we're going to tap behind as normal, step forward, and then we cross over this way. Curtsy, point, curtsy, point. So let's go again, just this 1 Charleston. Tap, step, tap behind, step, curtsy, point. So from that behind tap and step, we've gone tap behind, step, curtsy, point. What can happen is, especially if we're a little bit anxious about the move coming up next, we tend to shave off the end of the move that comes before, and that can affect our weight distribution. So on that final one, really make sure you tap behind, you do take that step, the weight's fully committed, and then you cross over and point. Let's go a couple more times. So we tap, wait, tap, oh, sorry, I went on the wrong leg. We have tap, wait, curtsy, point, curtsy, point. Good. Again. 7, 8, tap, switch, curtsy, point, curtsy, point. Now let's make it our 2 Charlestons, and Charleston, and tap, step, curtsy, point, and now we do the same thing. Scarecrow down, scarecrow up. Yeah? One more time, and then we'll try it to music. And Charleston, and a tap, switch, curtsy, ooh, scarecrow. You're wondering, because it is a little bit odd from here, if your weight's in the right leg, how am I getting to here? I'm just from here, as my arms come round, I just let my weight come to the centre and then pop. Good. Let's try that. So you've gone step. Oh, we've already got one hand up, haven't we? Step, point, pop. And the kind of poppiness helps with getting the weight over so that you're suddenly between 2 legs. And what I mean by a pop is it's a movement that's quite quick, but then has a freeze moment, almost like a flash photography moment, so that there's the movement and then there's the frozen moment in time. And that's our little pop-in motion. Let's give it a go on the left leg to music, and then we're going to link doing it on the right and doing it on the left. Here we go. 7, 8, Charleston. Cross, and scarecrow. Cross, point, ooh. Cross, point, down, and up. Good. Cool. Grab a quick drink, and then I'll walk through linking the 2 moves, and then we'll try it to the routine music. And if we're doing well and we've got time, then maybe I can add on a couple of other moves. Just check to see if there's any messages I should be aware of. Gigi's gone. Eleanor's still here. So Samantha. Cool. So we'll crack on. At least you're getting familiar with the next course anyway. So I think it might just be you, in which case I will not overlabour it. So we start off with 2 Charlestons on the right. We have a Charleston, second Charleston. Then we step and cross. Ooh, cross. Ooh, scarecrow down, scarecrow up on the left. Charleston and Charleston. Tap, step, scarecrow, down and up. And because I'm on Zoom, I've got extra confused whether I did do that correctly. So let's verify. We start with 2 Charlestons on the right. A Charleston, second Charleston, and we cross, point, and scarecrow on the left. Charleston, second Charleston, ready to cross, point, scarecrow down, scarecrow up. Good. Let's try that to the routine music, which I will just play at the beginning because we mixed it. So the intro might be a little bit not as intuitive as it might be had we not interfered. Have a little listen and I'll show you where the in is. So that was really played it really bad. I think Bluetooth was a bit sticky. 1, 6, 7, 8, go. Let's keep going. Cross, down. Up on the left. Ready to cross, down, up. Good. One more. 5, 6, 7, 8, Chelsea. Cross, down, up, and Chelsea. Cross, down, up. Good. So if you are watching live and you're not Samantha or Eleanor or Gigi, and you're wondering who they are actually teachers. Samantha is based in Italy, as is Gigi, and Eleanor is based in Nottingham in the UK. So if you're in those areas, you can look them up. But that's why I know that I can teach a little bit faster. But hopefully I am pacing this for people who are coming to have a taste of it. So let's have one more go as a walkthrough, check we're happy. We'll do it one more time, and then I'll add on one more little move. So we've got Charleston, Charleston. Tap, step, back, tap, behind, step, forward, and cross, point, cross, point. We flick, down, flick, up, left leg. Charleston, Charleston. Tap, step, back, tap, behind, step, forward to cross, point, cross, point, scarecrow down, scarecrow up. Good. Let's try it one more time to music, and then I'll add on another move. I think I've got a bit. 5, 6, 7, 8, Ready to cross, point, down, up on the left. And cross, point, down, up. Good. Do one more because I got a little bit. I had a moment where I thought about something, and that was it. Brain went. 5, 6, 7, 8. Charleston. Second one. Tap, step, cross, down, up on the left. Tap, step, cross, down, up. Good. From there, we are going to do a bunny hop. It's quite a slow bunny hop. So if you've never done a bunny hop before, let's start off with our feet touching and our knees as close together as possible. And we're going to go to the left corner of your room. So have a little point. And when I say we're going to the left, our toes and our knees and our whole body is going to look that way and bend. And then we look to the other side and bend. So it's only a small rotation. You're basically going bend and bend. As you do that, the hands are at the chest to start with. They don't rotate with you. They're stuck to some icy glass. So we go bend and bend. So we have this sense of the whole body rotating around a little point. So that's a simple version, is just bend and bend. If you want to add another layer, you can do what I call the shunt. So with this, imagine you've spilt some wine on the carpet. You don't want anyone to know, so you're going to sneakily clean it up with your feet. So you just go, and then we go the other way. Boom, boom. Good, let's try it again. We go shunt and back, shunt and back. And you can see you can flick the hands as well, like little bunny ears. So you have a bunny hop, bunny hop. Good. So that is after our final scarecrow down, scarecrow up, bunny hop, bunny hop. Good, let's take it from the left leg, Charleston, and add that in. So we've got Charleston, second one, tap, step, tap behind, and step two, cross, point, scarecrow down, scarecrow up, and bunny hop, bunny hop. And then we're going to do a little move called heel flicks. So it looks like this, flick, flick, double flick. And without the swivels, what we're doing is more about the bend of the standing leg than the lifting leg. So keep the knees nice and close, and you bend as this heel rises up to the ceiling. Bend, 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 and bend. So on the second one, the double one, imagine as you come down, you touch hot water so you quickly come up again. So we go. Hit, flick, flick, and flick. Good. And as you do it, let's try tapping the palms of the hands. So you go flick, flick, double flick. If you are good with your swivels, you can swivel on the stand leg. Flick, flick, double flick. And that means the heel is going out, 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 and out. One more time. 6, 7, and a flick, flick, double flick. And you can satisfyingly hear it as you touch as the heel touches the hand. Let's add it on from our bunny. So we got bunny hop, flick, flick, double flick. Let's try just that to the music to get used to the speed, and then I will add a little embellishment to the arms for those who want it. Cool, bunny hops, 5, 6, 7, bunny hop, flick, flick, double flick. Let's quite fast again. 5, 6, 7, bunny hop, flick, flick, double flick. Again. 5, 6, 7, bunny hop, flick, flick, double flick. Good. So if you want, back to our puppet on a string, imagine that the puppet master, as this arm's down, this arm has to go up. So we go flick, and we switch, flick, switch, double flick, and it stays up for the double. Again, we have flick, flick, double flick. And that hand as it comes up is kind of a limp wrist. Imagine you're a flamenco puppeteer, yeah? Again, from our bunnies, bunny hop, flick, flick, double flick. So what's the little challenge there is we've got half time, then we're back to full time. So you go and go and go and go. When you go a little bit faster, remember to keep breathing and try and relax. Sometimes when something's fast, you get very tense and then the body gets stiff and it's harder to do it. So actually try and be quite fluid and relaxed. It's woo, da, ga, da, nice and like offhand. Let's go from let's walk the whole thing through and try it. So starting on the right, we have Charleston and tap, step behind, ready to cross, point, scarecrow down, scarecrow, and the left, Charleston. And second one, tap, step, we cross, point, scarecrow down, scarecrow, bunnies, left, right, single, single, double tap. Good. Let's give it a go to music. Cross, point, tap. Up, left, left, Charleston. Cross, down, bunny, left, right, single, double tap. Good. Let's give it one more go, and then we'll do a cool down, and I'll see if there's any chat afterwards. So here we go. Charleston. Cross, point, cross, down, up, left, left. Double tap. Good. Let's do a quick cool down. Good. I'm very sticky today, my stereo. Good. Just bring those hips around. And the other way. Deep breath in. Lean to the side. Walk the other way. And sweeping down. And we take the release to come. Good. Stretch up. And we swing. And reach. And swing. And reach. Rising up on the toes. And we're going to lower down, face the right side of the room, gentle twist, hips stay facing forward. Swing that back arm down and up. Good. And we'll lean the other way. And lean. And then send that leg out, scoop it down. Roll the wrist. Reach it up. And we swing. And swing. Rising up. And lower down to the left side of the foot. Hand up, drop the left hand, and bend the elbow, the head will reach to one side. Take an extra deep breath in, and roll that shoulder back. Breathe into that stretch. Releasing the head, and perfect. Good, dig down. Oh no, sorry. Dig down. And bend the elbow. And lean the other way. With a really deep breath in. And roll that shoulder. Good, releasing the head. Perfect. Good, on the right, reach up. Shoulder. Elbow. Other side. Shoulder. Elbow. Shoulder. Leg together. Big roll those shoulders. Elbows. Back up. And down. Big roll. Elbows. Back up. Twist. Up, down. To the back. Well done, everyone. Fade out. Cool, let me come and see you all. And yeah, well, in terms of comments, it was Gigi, Samantha, and Eleanor. So very in-house party. But you never know, there might have been other people out there in the world watching us. And hopefully they will get to know about you guys as well. And the other My Charleston branches. So I'll let you know how it goes. And if anyone's watching this on catch up, thanks for joining. If you would like to find out more about our Zoom classes, they are on a Monday night at 6 o'clock for Charleston, 7 o'clock for musicals, and that is GMT, so Greenwich Meridian Time, which is what we are on here in the UK. So I don't know where you are, you will have to do the calculation. But if you'd like to join us, please get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. We have a brilliant international audience. One of the obsessions in the UK is we like to talk about the weather. So I get the lowdown on the weather wherever people are in the world. And then we get on with it and do some dancing. So yeah, lovely to meet you. I'm Fiona. We are My Charleston and hope to see you for some more dancing soon. Take care.